as I was saying to Coach, start third quarter, you had 4 quick completions right away. It seemed like you guys were trying to reestablish the passing game. Is that something?
Yeah, absolutely. Coach helped me get back into a rhythm. You know, this game was chock full of adversity with a rain delay, not your normal typical game.
Right.
With the weather, slick balls, wet balls, and more towards the end of the first half, I was completely out of rhythm. As Coach said, I didn't have mojo. I didn't have my mojo working. So Coach came out, gave us a repeat series, and let me put the ball in the right people's hands, and let me just come out slinging it. And I thank him for that, because that put me back into a good rhythm. So.
And how, as a quarterback, how comfortable is it to have 2 guys like Paul and Terry, who can move the chains and get you guys in scoring position?
Like DeMonte said, it's not just them.
Yeah, also the line.
Yeah, it's the offensive line. We got Tavell. We didn't have Britt tonight, really. That could stretch it on the outside, and I think our offensive line's done a tremendous job the past 2 weeks. So, I don't want to give all the credit to Tavell, or excuse me, Elliott and Terry, but the 5 guys up front, they've been busting their butts.
Right.
So I think having them up there and then having them like they said, speed and then power.
Right.
Thunder and lightning.
Yeah, thunder and lightning. I think that helps out a lot. People got to respect that we can run the ball, and that's just going to help me out in the game with throwing wise. And so it should make for a good combo later on in the season. We'll fix things. We'll come in Monday, fix things that we did, fix things that we did wrong on Monday. Not often do you win an ugly game, but I think we got the opportunity to come in and say, hey, we're 1-1 at the end of the day. Even though it was ugly, we'll come in Monday, we'll fix everything up. And it should be good.
You look at yourself as one, probably as the QB position, as one of the leaders on the team, especially in a game like this, a rivalry. It seems like they're always chippy, especially towards the end. Fayetteville State kept getting a couple of flags thrown. What were you saying specifically to your guys, make sure your guys kept the edge while you were still pushing, the game was still in the balance, but to kind of keep your heads? Was there anything you were saying differently as the leader of the offense?
Just be smart. There's no reason, none at all, for you to get involved in that. We need you next week because we got a big game in Wingate. So there's no reason for you to take a stupid penalty right now, back us up, hurt us then, and then hurt us next week. So just keep your head. They're going to do it. Who cares? Let them be who they're going to be. We'll come in. We'll have Pembroke. We'll have UNCP class. We're a classy organization, so we're going to keep it that way. So just be smart. Don't get involved in their games.
What was it like for you? We saw a couple of times you had those runs, you broke out of the pocket. You don't see you do that too much, but you'd always be excited. A couple touchdowns, you fist pump. How much was it? Anything extra effort or extra intensity on your side because it was a rivalry? Or is that just
no? It was just me reading the defense, taking what the defense gives us. The reason there were such big runs is because they collapsed down on the running back, and just read and pull it. I'm not the one to do that very often. But and it usually does not end up in a 40-yard run like it did. But Coach Shinnick's got a rule for us. If I do decide to pull it, I got to get 4 yards, or else it goes down to the minus on my charts. But so that's why I like to give it off, and that's why I don't like to run it. I would much rather pass the ball than let those guys take the hits. But when we got to, it was a big momentum change.
And what about the rain? Coach touched on a little bit. He kind of lean you or roll you back in. Talk about the rain kind of slow down the distance of the ball. But was there any other adjustments as far as other than the slick ball? Any extra mentality trying to make sure you held on to her? Or?
It's just another one of those things like we talked about our adversity. Nothing I could do different. Maybe speed up my timing. I think that one interception to Bell, I was late because it was a heavy wet ball, and we didn't put it on the inside when I would like to put it on the outside. But I'm not going to sit here and say the rain is the reason for that interception, but I'm not. So.
Absolutely.
Thank you.